Good evening, Gooners. Welcome back to the Gooner Booth. We've had a couple of days out. I've been skiing and I've burnt my face. And I'm absolutely knackered. But I'm absolutely crapping my pants for tomorrow. We'll get into it. Before we get into it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get involved in the comments. You know what to do. Wayne, good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Tone. Yeah, I'm not too bad, matey. Other than I'm shattered for a different reason for yourself. Shattered through work, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sort of feeling any jitters. It does hit you every now and then. I've not allowed it to get to me, mate. But it more likely coming up to kick off. Crunch time, it might go. But listen, yeah, maybe it's a reaction for years with the Arsenal, what we've had. You know, some PTSD. But listen, mate, I think as well. I've got a good feeling. I'm hoping it will play. It will go out tomorrow. How am I feeling? How I am feeling. Sorry.
Yeah.
Plays out tomorrow. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, mate. I really do. But come to kick off, I'm pretty sure it will start to come in a bit. But it's just, I've been saying it all season on this stream, and you know it's come to fruition. The day tomorrow's the day. This is a big one. It's a big one for different. You know, it's not a big cup as people will see, but a cup that could ignite everything is what I think it's going to be. Not to say that if the worst happens, it won't. Just saying these players lifting a trophy together. You know, with
Good
different
evening, Jess
gravy.
Benday. Feeling very
Evening,
confident.
Jazz Penday.
Feeling very confident we can surely win our first after a long time. Yes, I agree,
It's
mate.
been too long. It's been too long,
Well,
mate.
talking on how long it's been, Wayne, the last time we won this trophy is 1993.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, said to a guy at work. I said, you know, I was watching. I was watching the. I remember years ago watching it on the League Cup final. I brought a video, a double video of the FA Cup and the League Cup wins. So it, you know, go through our road to the final and the final itself. And I think the League Cup was funny enough that year we contested with Sheffield Wednesday for both the FA Cup and the League Cup, and it was a crazy. They'd done a replay as well, and we
Yeah.
couldn't separate. So yeah, it's a crazy one for the League Cup. Um, yeah. Thanks to Jazz for
Yeah. Wasn't
yeah
but mate,
making me feel old.
I
Tony was
was
only
3 years
young.
old. I was 3 years
Yeah,
old when that happened.
thanks for making me feel old, Jazz.
Wayne was about 12.
I feel it after this week, mate. I feel it, Tony.
uh, oh,
Old boy syndrome. Hello,
SR7,
mate.
welcome to the show. Gunnar, and any update about Marino? I think he's out for the season, mate. He's not fit for this game at all.
What it was said, Tone, and to yourself. Listen, my friend. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for the comment. Listen, me and Tony are not injury specialists or in the nose. What I can tell you is, as much as what I've found out is, I think it's a pretty bad kind of damage to the foot. Whether it be sort of like along the lines of as bad as a metatarsal would be, but I mean it's not
Yeah.
looking good for him coming back before the end of the season, matey. But
Yeah.
thanks for the comment, thanks for joining. It's going to be a tough one. I don't think we'll see Moreno this year, which is a shame.
No, he's definitely
This season.
ruled out
Sorry, you
for the
know what I mean,
season.
Tony.
He's
This
been ruled
season.
out for the season, that's for sure. It's been confirmed. Just from what it looks like, everyone barring Marino is back in training. Yeah, I was just going to say, so
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
segue, mate.
My starting 11 might be a little bit affected by
Yeah,
that Jazz fight. I didn't see that. I've had mixed ones, so my 11 may warrant something I've maybe misread.
bit
So
of team news, Wayne. Just
yeah,
on both injury
I was
fronts.
hunting for this before going on. Go on, mate. Go on.
That's right. Odegaard has a major doubt with a knee issue, but he actually has trained, so they're going to assess him. Obviously, you know, Maria spoke about Ezra's confirmed fit. He had the scare midweek. Timber and Trossard are being assessed as well, so they'll probably be available for the game.
I might have to change my 11, Tone, but I was
all
based
good.
on some false information. But Jazz, for thank you, mate. Yeah, listen,
we'll get into that.
He's not gonna give anything away, Tone, coming up against Pep. So I wouldn't be surprised if Odegaard's in the squad for Jazz for.
The only one for City, mate, is Gavardio. He remains out long term. They've got other than that.
Yeah, I think he's close
after a bit of fatigue. Other than that, they're fully fit, ready to go.
Yeah.
Got a few comments in it. Hi, thank you for joining the show, buddy. The Arsenal game tomorrow is not Premier League of Champions League. It's a big game for us. We need to win a trophy. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a mentality cup. It is the
it
mentality
is.
cup. If we win this cup, it will drive us to Premier League, and even it'll give us that push for the Champions League as well.
It's just
It'll boost our
that pushing
season.
it, Tony. It's the thing. Yeah, I don't think. Listen, I know. Thanks again for the comment, Ayub.
Thanks for that comment, mate. Yeah, good comment.
Listen. What we're getting at is that I'm not saying that if the worst was to happen, I still think we can lift trophies. But if you do that in this season, you have an international break, and we lift that trophy together, and all them players get that taste of it. You know, that's what's going to just lift you for the rest of the season. So
Yeah.
we have to now. We this is it's our time. We've gone through a lot as fans. So are the players as well. They've had a lot of disappointment last couple of years where you come in so close and you get run. We got run out by the last day against City. You know, the fates are in our hands. You know, what the outcome of these trophies are in our hands now, and we have to take it. To take it with two hands, Tone.
No, it's a look. It's a small trophy to a lot of clubs, right? And let's be honest, we when we got knocked out, when we get knocked out of this trophy, we're like, oh, so it's this Carabao Cup, right? But this is a very important trophy because it's that duck off our back. We haven't won a trophy since the FA Cup, right? This is a massive duck off our back, and it's a massive boost for the rest of the season. Can you imagine the confidence that will be driving through them players if we go and beat Man City tomorrow comfortably as well? Just Pende's put, even so Odegaard is back. They were trying to hide it. Joe Arteta might be because look, he's learned it from me, you know, from Guardiola. So they're probably playing mind games with each other.
It's constant, mate.
My one thing, Wayne, is I'm going to be interested to see how Guardiola approaches this game because last time out at the Emirates, he parked the bus. He parked the bus.
Someone has said it's not. Someone has said it's not guaranteed. And I'm glad you brought that point up, Tone. Listen, no other football club has made Pep Guardiola for years play a low block, a dirty low block like that.
It was a dirty low block. That's the very good way to describe it. A dirty low block. That's what that was.
You know, because he doesn't do that. That is not Pep. We spoke about it at the time of the match. You know, we said obviously what we said, and you know, great ball from Eza unlocked and running for Martinelli who come up trumps again against City. I think it's important in this cup final, Tone, that we don't allow City to score first.
Agreed. Yeah,
because that's where he can do it. You know, we can close the team out as much as we can, but we it's vitally important we get the first goal. Because as much as that, you don't want to be chasing the game in a cup final with emotions running high. Haven't won a trophy for 6 years, and everyone, you know, you got the world watching sort of thing. Because according to Jamie Carragher, everyone wants Man City to win, don't they? But he's just doing it to stay relevant. But we won't kind of talk much about him. But you know,
I had a Man United fan come up to me in the last couple of days, and I was actually really shocked. He went to me, "I hope you guys win the league and you win the cup against them wankers over at City." And I was like, "You're the only Man United supporter that's actually said that to me."
I did have a guy. No. If he's watching, hello Dom. He did actually say he wouldn't mind us winning it but I said to him, I said, you don't want to see Man City win. And I said to him as well, I said, for me, and I don't know if anyone watching it would agree, and maybe you would as well, Tone. We grew up on it, right? Arsenal versus Man United in the Premier League, going for the Premier League with Barclays. You got all these people going around, and they'll show like Wayne Rooney's goal when he put the ball in the back of the net. They go, "Oh, that's Barclays." You know, Barclays Premier League. That's heritage, if you like. Arsenal versus Man United is heritage, and we haven't had that for years. You know, as a Man United fan, you're not going to want City to win anything because they're noisy neighbours. You know, look what they did. They sent Alex Ferguson to retirement, basically. You know, because he's like, these noisy neighbours, I can't deal with it. You know, he was getting on a bit as well. You know, and he gave up. Why would you want City, your neighbours? It's like us. It's like us going, yeah, go on Tottenham, go and beat such and such. You just wouldn't do it, Tone.
Yeah,
we wouldn't want Tottenham to win, and Tottenham hate us. You would not be wanting them to win anything.
Yeah. Well, let me pile through some of these comments. They're piling in. Thank you, guys. Loving the chat.
Yeah, brilliant. Great time, go.
Everyone's loving it. Odegaard would like to be subbed if he lifts the trophy. Yeah, completely agree. You'll get him on the kiss back trophy up.
Don't do good. Yeah, you never know, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Arteta subs himself in the last 10 minutes. Arteta in the midfield to close out the game.
Listen, and Moreno's not fit, so you never know. Or Jazz,
yeah.
You never know.
CJ, good evening, buddy. Evening, lads.
Evening, mate.
Getting excited and a little emotional thinking about tomorrow. Sounds cringe, I know, but honestly, this means so much to me, mate. It means so much to a lot of
You've
us,
summed it. You've summed it up, and I think it's to everyone, mate. You don't have to apologise. It don't sound cringe at all. We've been through it. We've been through a lot, mate. We've been through a lot.
I think every single Arsenal is going to be in that ground tomorrow, and literally, it's going to be tense. It's going to be tense, guys. It's going to be tense. That's a nervous laugh, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, we will win. CR7's yes, we will win tomorrow, but Pep City in the finale, tough. But if Eze, Victor, Banger, loading, come on, you Gunners. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, you're right there. Just depending, guys. Remember, if we don't win tomorrow, I'm saying it today. It's a small useless trophy, but if we win, it's just a little bigger than the Champions League.
Yeah, but it's just what it means. But yeah, I'm going with you, mate. It can. There's coping mechanisms as fans, but yeah, it's vitally important. You can't get to a final. Listen, Man City will be thinking the same. I mean, for me, you guys know what I think about them, and I don't even think they should even be competing for this kind of thing. But we are competing against them. They need the trophy as well. But we, as a football club, have done things the right way, and we've got to show that tomorrow and win it the right way as well.
Yeah.
You know. Eze and Victor Banger would be lovely too.
Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? I asked, are you going to be at Wembley Stadium tomorrow to watch the Arsenal game? Unfortunately not, mate. Tickets are literally like gold dust, really hard. Really, I had a source that was going to try and get me one. He come up short. He said he couldn't even get one himself. So, yeah, it's a no from me. But we'll be here doing the watch along, guys. We'll be with you. Come and join us. Watch it with us if you're not at the ground. And yeah, we'll we'll bite our nails together, guys. We'll bite our nails together because I'm certainly have no nails after tomorrow. Charles, hello, buddy. Good evening.
Hello, Charles. Evening, matey.
Hello, mates. Apart from Ray and the Kepa debate, the Lev lineup picks itself. What'd you say? Joe, what? That's actually you've just jumped on one of the debates I'm going to have with Way on the show today.
I would like to. I'm going to have it, as I say. I will hold my hands up in one selection because I got so wrong. But I know what you're going to say, and I think it'd be quite interesting, Tone.
Let's use that comment as a segue to get into the first question of the evening before we get into your starting 11. CR says, but definitely we should start Kepa the man throughout the Carabao Cup tournament. Yeah, got to take that on board. So that leads me to my first question, Wayne. Does Kepa stay in the team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously as well, you can answer it, Tone. But what I'll say to you is I've been kind of wrestling with this. And obviously, just as I say, I thought I'll give you your time and space just in case. Obviously, I know it's been quite a busy one for yourself. You know, for me,
the financial Gunners join us. Good evening, mate.
Anyway, before I waffle on, good evening, financial Gunners. Nice to see you again, my friend.
Trip with me. I hope you're recovering well, mate. We had a good few laughs.
Oh yeah. It's your fault why you're so tired, mate. Yeah. No, thanks for joining, fella.
Getting the drinks in, didn't he? After that terrible display from Chelsea against Everton, what's your take if they can take points off Man City next week?
Oh, Jesus. I'll tell you, before I get into my thing about Kepa, this is also a fantastic point, mate.
Chelsea are going for a shit show at the moment.
Chelsea, I want to... Before we come online,
yeah, let's get back onto the Kepa thing first. We're getting
and we'll do
around all over the place. Hold fire on the comments, guys.
Fire that on. You do it, and I will answer that.
Yes or no? Does Kepa stay in the team tomorrow for you?
Yeah,
he does.
There's a massive debate about it, but listen, this is my point, my reason. I get what people are going to say. Listen, we all know David Raya is world class, but I think it sends the wrong message. In terms of the final Tone. Listen, you know, I think as well.
Stays in. Yeah.
Listen, I think he's gonna go with Trafford. People are talking about maybe Pep might, his Pupper might go and he'll put Donnarumma in. But I think Pep Kepa deserves to stay in. I don't think he's done anything wrong. But yeah, you know,
play Raya as good as Kepa has been. A lot is riding on this, and I guarantee Donnarumma will start tomorrow, even though Trafford has been starting the gate. Yeah, Joe, what? I'm actually with Just Penny on this. I think Raya starts tomorrow. It's a cup final. We need to win. I know it sends the wrong message to Kepa. I know it does, Way. And I get where you're coming from, but we need to win this game. So you play your best team.
I mean,
international break after, Wayne. So it ain't like we're going in the week to the Champions League or we've got a big game coming from the Premier League. We've got a break after this, so you can play your best 11. And unfortunately, Raya is our best 11.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, but also as well, I mean, look, you look at all our cup final victories under Wenger. Whether obviously I know we were struggling, but his number one keeper didn't start in any of them because he had a cup keeper. Kepa's been our cup keeper. David Raya is in goal to win you the Premier League and the Champions League. Kepa should be good enough to win you a Carabao Cup and have you challenging in the FA Cup. I know what you're saying. I just think, I don't think he's done a lot wrong to not deserve it. Because I think that as much as it is vitally important. It'll also be vitally important. What if we win, and then you've got a goalkeeper who's put, his mentality drops. He hasn't done anything wrong to not start it, Tone. And I think we can. David Raya is your Premier League, Champions League player because he's an elite goalkeeper. And I think it's important for a team game as well. If he lifts it, David Wright, it's going to be ridiculous for the confidence Tone. But I get where people are coming from.
Yeah.
But I'm 50. I've got to say to you, I'm 55% Kepa, 45% Raya. So there's only a small
What
thing.
I would say, Wayne, to counter that, if I see Kepa starting tomorrow, I won't be disappointed. But I do think Raya should start this game. Do you know what I mean?
I've been wrestling with it. I've been wrestling with that thing. I know what you're saying. Honestly, mate, I'm on your page, and I know, we're not a channel that will start effing and blinding each other. We're family anyway. We go back years, but we can't kind of manufacture a debate. But all I'm going to say to you is,
mate.
Oh well, I mean, the feeling's always been mutual, but I get what people are coming from, and it is, listen, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Arteta did go for that Tone. It's just my feeling. I think we're strong enough. Like as I say, you go for your strongest 10. My 10 guys. I might have misread if people have just joined. I might have misread a few things, but I might have to obviously explain and change. But yeah, I think it's a debate. It is a debate, but it's about faith in your squad, Tone. He's not going to. The fact you look at it as well, Carabao Cup. You kind of think he's gone strong, but he went with Kepa in the semi-finals, didn't he? And we had Chelsea home and away.
Yeah.
So I don't think that should change.
I get your point there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see.
It's an interesting debate, and I wouldn't judge him. I just think it would kind of send the wrong message to Kepa. But you're in it. What someone made a point of, which is also a valid point, Tone, is sometimes you have to be ruthless to get to the top. So let's see what Mikel does.
Yeah, Charles put a question here. My question a few weeks ago before Man City tumble, many of our fans were calling this Sunday as the most important day of the season. In context today, how big is win or lose on Sunday? I feel in both scenarios versus good.
He's very, very good.
But yeah, I think that look, if we lose it, it'll be a huge test for the players' mentality to go, right, Joe, we've lost that final, but let's go and recoup ourselves. Let's go and win the Premier League. That's what I would like to see. But listening to Arteta's conference, it's very much like, no, let's go and win the cup. I'm not even, because the media was trying to goad him into going, you and Guardiola, are you thinking about what he's doing? And Arteta's been very strict with himself. Now, I actually liked how he conducted himself in that press conference by saying, I'm looking to win the game, looking to win the trophy. Couldn't care less about anything else.
He's
made that very clear.
But listen, I mean, the hatred coming his way for our brand of football and the football club. Mikel Arteta has really kind of carried himself well, and I think he's really kind of improved in a sense that these guys are goading him every single week, asking him questions that no manager they shouldn't. They're disrespecting their questions, and he just backed them away.
Yeah.
And I think that's something to be proud of. Whether you're Mikel Arteta in or out, or whatever you are in regards to the gaffer. I just think he's been phenomenal in these press conferences because some of these media, they are so just gutter. They're gutter press as they call them. They really are. So he's kind of backed him away, and he's been phenomenal. I think this season he's been a man with a different kind of aura when it's come to approaching the media this year.
I'll give you an example, Wayne. They've gone, how do you feel about beating Pep personally? So like, why would it like? It's
Why?
not
What?
about beating Pep personally. It's about
This
the
is what I'm
team.
saying. This
Like,
is what
me,
I'm saying
honestly,
with it,
media
Tony. It's so
response to
unprofessional,
a
mate.
fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. CD's put tomorrow's a game which can prove we have changed the mentality of this club. Tomorrow is getting over the line, getting the winning field early in the squad, and making us all believe. Joe, what if we win tomorrow? It would give us that drive as supporters to get the players as well, by the way, which is most important. That will get them the drive to go and finish the season well, go and get that Premier League title over the line, and even go and push for the Champions League. It's such a big
Listen, it's a
momentum
massive,
shift.
it's a massive push
Massive.
to be competing in four trophies, Tony. But we are,
Uh,
it's
I read the
go
same,
on.
makes like I think Arsenal and Tottenham shouldn't be rivals. I think Arsenal Man City should be rivals. Yeah, very good point. Very good point.
Yeah.
Well, it is at the moment, isn't it? It is at the moment.
At the moment, mate. I mean, listen. I mean, Arsenal, Tottenham is goes round to a rivalry that spans sort of like many years. I know you're saying it's just local rival. This is,
Yeah.
in my opinion, there's been for years. It's been Man City, Liverpool. For me, Ayub, and thanks again for the comment, mate. But for me, as much as Man United are in and out, they're still struggling. They're kind of a team in transition, trying to find the right manager. And again, I think it can be a number of years. But old school for me, growing up, I actually hated Man United and Liverpool more than I hated Tottenham. And I also started to hate a bit, obviously, with Abramovich at Chelsea, and I even grown to hate Man City more than Tottenham. Tottenham's obviously a different game, and it's the North London derby, and it's pride, and you're
I
getting
think
it from the Tottenham.
it's an
So
art
that
history.
comes with
That'll
everything.
always
But
be a
I get what
rivalry.
you're saying, but I don't think they should. I think they are at the moment. This should be, and them players who in the Arsenal squad, they should be shown the 3-0 defeat to Man
Mm.
City in the League Cup, because
Yeah.
that was one of the poorest thing up. That was just soul destroying. To watch that and watch those players and the lack of fight. We had it in Baku as well, didn't we, under Emery,
Oh,
in
we
Europa
sat
League
down,
against
didn't we, Wayne,
Chelsea.
with so
We
much
sat
hope and
down and watched it, and
expectation.
we thought,
Got
you
battered 4-0.
you know, they're a different kettle of fish. This football team now, Tone, under Arteta. But if
Yeah.
there's anyone that's going to show, anyone that needs to be, if they need to be shown anything in terms of, you can be up for the, what it weren't in, it was in our hands, and it wasn't. We just let them back in previous. Last year, people are saying we bottled it. There was nothing to bottle because we were out of the title race in January. We lost
Yeah.
our best players. We had a team, like someone pointed out, and everyone would agree with me, when you're playing Moreno centre forward and Kieran Tierney as your left winger, you got a problem in the squad, and you got to rely on Raheem Sterling. Last season was poor squad building. That's Edu's fault. But the seasons prior, Tone, that should be your hunger. That should be your motivation, and that game, because that was just embarrassing. Like it was like men against boys in a cup final. So show them the disappointments of the last, not last season, but of the 2 seasons prior, and that League Cup final there against this opposition. That's where your motivation should be, mate.
Yeah.
Turn it around.
Comments are firing tonight, guys. I'm loving this. Just Pendo's put, if it goes to penalties, do you sub off the keeper or not? If it's Kepa. But for me, both keepers are okay at penalties. Yeah, I think he's answered that question there. I think we'd have to discuss whoever's in goal, mate.
Jazz feet, you sound like me, mate, where you're 55-45 with your goalkeepers, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, mate. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I think listen, Arteta's a man who he puts the faith in you, and I think the fact that he picked, if I'm not mistaken, guys, he did pick Kepa, didn't he? For both, he did pick Kepa's play. Yeah. Kepa's his cup keeper, but he doesn't specify it. He doesn't specify and say he's got a cup keeper. Yeah, go for it,
for the chat and yourself. Well, you've already answered this, mate. But question for the chat, guys: would you be disappointed if you see Kepa in goal tomorrow? I don't think I would. So I think he's earned the right to be in that squad for the final. He's been in all the cup games. So yeah, just Penny's put the brand of football should not even be a question now. Slot wanted to play expansive football. Now they are spread out. The Chelsea manager wanted to play football. Now he is about to be sacked. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Jazz, but you know what, mate?
He's found the system.
The financial goon, obviously, again, who Tony knows, and thanks again, mate, for the comment. I'll quickly skirt back to that time before you read out SR7's
the comments are streaming and
comment here, which is fantastic. We love it, guys. Keep it coming. But yeah, my confidence level has dropped after. So I think it's vitally important more that we get this, because I don't see Chelsea sort of like turning up at Stamford Bridge against this mob if this manager's still in charge, because you just lost
I
three.
don't
Just
either.
got
I'd be
absolutely
shocked.
battered to Everton. And don't get me wrong, Davy Moyes, like I said, he is your kind of manager that can get a performance, and I love him anyway. I think in terms of for what you want as a team. If I was down at Everton, I think the Everton fans will agree that they love him as well, Bones. But yeah, that's shocking. So I've got no confidence. We have to do our job, and we may. I don't know if they're still negotiating if it's going to be an half 12 kickoff time when that comes along. And again,
Yeah.
I think it's about the 11th of April. I think we resume in the Premier League, so we've still got a long wait, mate. But yeah, it's vitally important we take our chances. But after tonight's results, that's what I'm answering. I'm answering that question from a while back. But yeah, that's shocking. Not to lose 3-0. Have a bit of fight. If anyone can correct me if they looked any decent, but 3-0 told me they were poor.
Well, yeah. Well, wait. I mean, Everton no mugs. They've been good this season, so
They're
you
no
can't take
mugs,
anything
but I
away from
mean,
them.
if you've got any, if you want to go for any ambition to go to the Champions League, you shouldn't be getting turned over like that, Tone. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not the amount
True.
of money they've spent as well.
SR7, Gunner, any chances of a left wing next season? Pray for Tottenham because everyone hates our neighbour. You give us 6 points, they should stay. Hope league should be secure. Yeah, I mean, look, we've got a family friend that's a Tottenham boy. He's very humble. He comes on this channel. So I think for his sake, I don't want Tottenham to go down, but also for our sake, because I actually like the North London derby. I look forward to it every
Yeah, the
season.
North London derby is,
And I think it's a very good mutual thing. I think a lot of people do tune into the North London derby when it's on because it's one. I think it's one of the best derbies in the league. You don't want to lose that, do we? So
you don't want to lose it, and there's never any guarantee. However, any poor either team's playing, there's no guarantee. Form goes out the window in the North London derby. I get that. It's it's just one of them, isn't it? Really, at the moment, it's for me, I've got a mixed bag, Bones, because it's obviously, I mean, I know Forest is down there. Leeds, as you know, is the team my dad follows. So wouldn't so much say about supports because he's not as fingerbob as me and has his own channel or watching it. He loves football in general, but I wouldn't want to see Leeds dragged into that relegation zone. So if it's West
quite
Ham,
quiet down there, though, isn't it?
West Ham, Spurs, and Forest, but Leeds are also
Big
being
games
dragged
tomorrow,
into
mate.
it now.
The old Tottenham
Big
Nottingham
game.
Forest game is going to be an
big
interesting
game.
one to watch. Let's get through some of these comments and go for your particular 11, mate, as they're piling up. Love it. Peter Banks is the ref for the final. I feel that he's been good with us. Yeah, Peter Banks hasn't really been too bad. Touch wood, because whenever we say that, there's a dodgy ref when it comes to City. I'm just glad it's not Michael Oliver. That's all I'm saying.
He shouldn't be the referee of an Arsenal
be anywhere near these fixtures. Yeah. Just Penny's put. I request Arsenal fans today: if we win tomorrow, do not compare Saka to prime Messi or Rice to prime Kante. Let's be humble.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to put it out there, Wayne, and just Pende. I think that Rice is better than Kante.
Yeah.
I think he's a better player.
I mean, overall, all round, definitely. Yeah. Listen, he can cement himself in history, mate, can't he, this season? But
Mr. Invisible Wenger available tomorrow on the. Is he at the stadium tomorrow? Is that right? Is he going? Is it Wenger going to be there? He should be there. I imagine he would be there. It's a final, right? There's plenty. I used to hate Spurs. Now, has turned out into pity for their fans, especially Expression Susan. Oh, I love Expression. He's so animated and he's so passionate about his club. You got to love that. Respect that. But yeah, I think if he carries on going, he's going to give himself an heart attack watching Spurs.
Yeah.
CJ's put. I personally think this is the best squad of players, and I feel. And I've had a van since the 2004 Premiership winning team and 05 FA Cup winning team, in my opinion, anyway. I think you're right. I think he probably is one of the best squads we've had since the Invincibles. I think in terms of all areas of the pitch have been covered. There is questionable parts where do we have a replacement for Rice? Don't think so. But yeah, I completely agree with that. I think this is one of the best squads we've had in a long time. We've had some good players, by the way, and that's no disrespect to the players we've had, but we've always been weak in certain areas. We've always gone, we need to get in a top class goalkeeper, a top class
You know,
right, top
under
class.
Wenger,
I
and
mean,
I think myself as well. Before I say anything, Tony, if you read CJ, sorry,
yeah,
read his comment out, and I'll
we've
make
had
my point.
Invincible since 04 5 seasons like Sanchez, Cazorla, Uber, Van Persie, Fabregas, Ozil, but never a whole squad of class. Yeah, all just literally.
We
I read
were
that,
under Wenger. We was
it's the
always
same
it would
thing.
be
Yeah,
we're a left winger down, we're a centre midfielder down, we're a centre back down. You know, we could really do with someone better on the right. We could do with a better striker. We always had something. There's always something missing. It was always we got Özil, we got Sanchez. You know, you might think Walcott and there, and you go, oh, actually, Giroud's okay, but we need a Benzema, or do you know what I mean? We needed what's his name at the Inter Milan striker.
oh, is it Martinez?
Martinez or whatever, someone on that ilk, I'll look at City, when they had Aguero, we need an Aguero.
Yeah,
Sanchez, we thought was, and Sanchez
yeah,
got put in the middle and was good, but he weren't quite Sanchez level in that,
yeah,
Aguero level in the centre. Arsenal Football Club have always been that team, especially under Wenger. We have to realise the Wenger's always hands were tied because they used to sell him one or two superstars in every summer, so they'd have to rebuild, and they'd only buy him one. Like they'd buy him one player and then they'd have to make do the rest of the squad. He was never built a squad like this. And Mikel Arteta's got a squad now, Tone. If
yeah.
you had Moreno
Yes.
back as well, I think that the what Moreno brings to this squad would really have sort of like helped us out in some of the games we struggled.
Yeah,
But Mikel he's got that. He has got this team. That's one of the strongest teams you can say because we had quality throughout the Invincibles. If you look at our subs, we wasn't massive. I mean, you had maybe 3 or 4 players, but you had like Edu, Parla, Reyes. You didn't really have sort of strength in depth. You had young players coming up. Clichy was coming up in the Invincible season. But it was always the elite starting 11, which I don't need to roll it off because people know it anyway. But that 11 was elite, and that's why it won the league. But you had players you didn't have. We didn't have what I'm trying to get at. Sorry, is you didn't have quality in each position. You had quality on the bench. You had your Canus, you had Wiltor, Reyes, Parla, Edu, as I've just said. But you didn't, Pennant as well. Pennant was in and out, but he was quite young as well, and Wenger didn't quite trust him. But you didn't have the squad depth, is what I'm getting at. And this is where I'm get the confidence from. And this season is where there's upgrades. Tone is, I think there's an upgrade in central midfield. I'm not
definitely.
saying I'm not saying in terms
Definitely
of
needs to upgrade
I'm
now.
not saying in terms of replacing Zubi and Rice. I'm saying to compete with them. I
Yeah,
don't think there's he doesn't clearly trust Norgard. I think the left wing, as you said, Tone. I think like a Rafa Lau, if you can mould him into an Arteta type player, could be a phenomenal player. So, I mean, striker wise, it depends what you can do. Excuse me, sorry guys. It depends what you can do in a number 10. Because I think Havertz and Eze could share that load, and you can get another striker in to compete with Gyökeres. You could have the depth could be improved. But this year, if you haven't got to go to, like I made a point in the summertime, as much as it was expensive, give me Madueke over Sterling any day of the week.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
No
we didn't.
comparison.
Nelson wasn't. Nelson wasn't good enough, but he was an Arsenal boy, and you'd always have that special thing with the boys coming through academy. But he wasn't good enough either to be put on the wing, like to be played on the wings as well. So it's the depth has been improved, mate. That's one thing we have to say.
Yeah, Charles. But oh no, not another Liverpool loss. Arsenal, we're going to be getting it in the Telegraph this week, ain't it, boys? Yeah. If we
It's our
yeah,
fault. It's our bad brand of football,
yeah,
Charles.
yeah,
Set piece FC.
we've
It's our
we've taught
fault.
Brighton how to defend. We've
Yeah.
just Penny's, but I just saw the last line in the League Cup final. Ozil, Uber, Wilshere, Xhaka, Ramsey, Monreal, Bellerin, Koscielny, Mustafi, Chambers, Ospina. Bloody Ospina. God is good since Arteta came in. Yeah, yeah. Now we have a squad of great players and Eze. He had to do it. He had to do it. He went the whole night. I
Here
thought he
he
went the
is.
whole night about doing it, and he's
Listen,
oh, old Eze.
he's perked up. He's perked up.
How dare he say anything about Sterling? He was stoppable
Stop
in his
on
day.
it.
Yeah, well, we didn't get that part of him, mate. I do agree, he was
Nah,
a good player in his time, but
I think he's joking in that sense. But I get what he's saying, there, Jazz. But I mean, listen,
yeah.
you know what? I said, and I know we're going off tangent. Tony's going to get my 11, which is I will obviously explain. There has been a bit of
Do you want to hold your thought on that and we get into it?
hold me fault, and yeah, go on, just go for it. Go
Let's
on,
do it. Let's do it.
I was going to flag there. Oh, technical glitch.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. It woke up. It's been offline for a couple of days, guys. You'll have to apologize. You have to bear with it.
Up the Arsenal, yes. Well, thanks for joining, Charlie.
Come on, you Gunners.
CJ's put honest opinion, lads. If we do lose tomorrow, what would you both be thinking going forward? Well, I'll be very fragile. I'm not gonna lie, because we're being beat. You know, we're being beat by the team that's chasing us. It'll just be a little bit of a kick in the teeth, and I think that it would make us a little bit nervous. And I'd want to see a reaction straight away against Bournemouth. That's what.
I mean, I think as well. The funny thing is, though, well, in terms of the Premier League, but we've got when we come back from the thingy bob, mate. My least favourite part of the season, where the international break comes along. We've got in the FA Cup first, so we go away to Southampton.
Yeah.
We've then got the Champions League, and then it's Bournemouth on the weekend.
Do you know what? When I see this come through to me, Wayne, and is this Wayne's lineup as a drop? I can support this.
Yeah, listen.
You know what?
He scored a banger. He scored a banger for you, Jazz.
That's what I was going to say, Wayne. Is it harsh dropping Eza? Considering
no. This is honest for this one, guys. Please, this is why you have to realise as well, guys. It's been a long one. Eza for me definitely 100%. I've started everyone off. No, listen, guys. Please accept my apologies. Someone said that Eza wasn't training. I was trying to look on the new website. I can't get on with the new website by looking at the fixtures.
What I've seen that he should be in the squad. He should be in the squad.
Eza starts for me, guys. 100%. You go for your strongest 11. What I'd say, Tone, is you may adjust if you start a Havertz or a Gyökeres if Eza starts, but you have to play. Eza has to play. I just want to apologise to those guys. Please sort of look at it. If Eza
I don't think Jazz Pende's sorry, mate. I don't think he's sorry.
Jazz Pender's the only Jazz, yeah. But he wants Erdegaard. He wants Erdegaard to play.
Yeah, talking of Jazz Pende, hear me out. As much as I troll him, Eza must start tomorrow in the finals.
He's clutch. I know. Right, honestly,
I'm gonna screenshot this.
Screenshot it, Fred. Yeah. Now listen. As much as whatever you rate or not, Eza is clutch, and he comes up clutching especially in these kind of things. For me, guys, please kind of ignore. This is not me dropping Eza. I've read. If I'm looking for information, I got worried, so I thought if he is injured, this is what I will play. It's the same with White at right back. If Timber's not fit, Timber if he's fit, Timber and Eza come in for me in this squad. I think you have to start Gyökeres. Could you be tempted to give Man City a 60-minute headache of Havertz? Change the system around. Maybe if Trossard ain't doing it, you put Havertz on put Gyökeres on for a Trossard, if you like. I'm not adverse to that because I still think that Gyökeres can be the same. But please ignore it, guys. It is. If Eza's fit, he starts 100%, especially in the final.
And obviously, I need someone to blame me if we lose, so he must. He must start. My worry, right? Trossard on the left. I mean, Martinelli's not been great either, but I think Trossard's been atrocious.
The only what I will say is that he was kind of he does drift a lot. I mean, with Eza, he doesn't need to do it a lot, and when obviously I've noticed. But this is where I say, and I was having a chat with someone at work. I mean, it's no for me. You know my personal opinions on Gyökeres. He said to me, and I said to him, I mean, I agree with that. If you had say you had Noni, you had Madueke on the right, Gyökeres up top, and Trossard to the left, it wouldn't exactly strike a lot of fear in a lot of people. And this is why I think having a Saka fit and having sort of like that world-class left winger that he trusts, this is why I wanted Eza out there on the left, but he's just not doing it. That will change next season, definitely, you know.
Charlie's put a very good point, a very good question, Charlie. He's like, do you ever feel Trossard and Saka doesn't work together? Sometimes I think too similar and need one balance with Martinelli or Madueke to stretch the play and get in behind.
Charlie, I would not be averse to having Madueke start especially if Ezra's fit.
He just doesn't work on the left, Wayne. Madueke does not work
But
on the left. I'm
does
afraid.
the thing is, mate? Does Trossard or Martinelli Trossard or Martinelli do anything?
No, but I mean,
You know?
what I mean by that is he looks really uncomfortable for me. He doesn't look
No.
comfortable.
But this is why as well. Like Saka has played there, and whether it's a thing where I'm not saying you have to kind of accommodate a Madueke, but if there's a player who's going to be fit, Madueke can take players on. They've got, is it O'Reilly on the left hand side, Tone?
Yeah,
Yeah. Get
yeah.
him, get
Who's
him,
in good
get
form, by
him
the way,
chasing back.
O'Reilly.
Get him chasing back
Yeah,
though,
he's on
Tone.
him going forward.
Don't get him going forward. Get him chasing back. Saka will always drift in. Why don't you try Saka on the left, Madueke on the right?
Yeah, but I was saying this on quite a few streams. Why don't wingers interchange anymore? You remember back in the day when
This is
wingers
what
would
I'm
swap wings?
saying. You
Get
get
them two doing
Madueke
that.
in there, get
How
them
you get on?
changing time. Get them changing. Madueke and Saka. Confuse the fuck out of Pep. As much as
Yeah.
he is, he's when he's got the team, his tactics will always
Pep,
be spot on.
Pep
He
will do
is an
something
elite
tomorrow.
coach, but
Pep will do something tomorrow, Wayne, that will try and throw Arteta off. Look at the Emirates. He would part the bus. Arteta had no idea what was going on. And Haaland fucking bangs on in and go 1-0 up.
yeah.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Guardiola has something up his sleeve tomorrow that's going to surprise Arteta and he's going to have to react to it.
Well, this is where Arteta needs to surprise him.
Yes, I agree.
In that sense.
Agree.
So, as I say, guys, I'm trying to second guess in it. I thought, that's why, because for me, White against Doku or Timber against Doku, Timber gets the nod. I love Benny White, but Timber gets the nod on the defensive side. So, guys, I'll pick. That's why I want to explain that. Trossard, he's not going to play. As a Jasper knows that I keep picking him, and Tony will always also tell you, and guys that are regulars, I want Ezra on the left if you're going to do it. I would love him to do a Havertz and Yock. Havertz behind Yock, Ezra on the left, coming from the left, Saka on the right. He's not going to do that, guys. He won't do that against City. So I've gone for he trusts Trossard, Tone. So this is a team where I thought, right, if you've got Ezra missing, that's where I've done it. But yeah, as I say, I'd like to reiterate, guys, this is not me dropping Ezra starts all day long if he's fully fit. I've just I just could not get before I come on and before I sent out my 11 to yourself, Tone, I kind of had a panic up having a look around and they're saying, oh, Ezra might not start. So this is me if Ezra don't start, if Ezra's not fit enough, but he has to start. He's clutching these kind of games.
Yeah. Just Penny's, but Madueke also needs to start. He can get at their fullbacks. They are not defensive monsters or anything.
No,
yeah,
not anymore.
Well.
I 100% a Jasper.
Well, so we should take advantage of that as well. Tries but agree. That's the problem. If only Madueke could play on the left, it would have completed the 11.
100%, Charlie. Yeah. 100%, mate.
O'Reilly plays in the middle with Rodri now, does he?
Oh, fair enough for Jasper. Thank you, mate. That's fair. That's fair enough.
I've been slacking on my research. Clearly, Madueke will. I've just got off a flight, guys. So bear with me. My research is really.
I've had 6 days of these guys. We're both shattered, but thanks for collecting us, Jasper. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mate.
Look, we're all supporters here. Everyone's got their own knowledge, and we love. That's why we're here. Just share your knowledge, guys. Share it. We're not claiming to be experts. We're supporters of our club, just like you guys, and we're passionate, and we're all coming together to have a conversation. I absolutely love it. Madueke White Wing will be good, mate. He's eager. Saka needs to go for a Robin like a goal. Yeah, he needs a big goal. I think
he needs a big goal.
I'll take that, CR7. I think that's a very good point. I think if Saka scores tomorrow, I think that picks his season up for the remainder.
Tone, I love it. I love a jazz for here. I love a jazz for.
Arteta needs to surprise him. Dalman on the right. Do you know what? Dalman would.
A jazz for. Would any Arsenal fan out there and yourself, Tone, you'd be like, whoa, you're starting a 16-year-old kid in a final, and it'd be like, wow,
Guardiola would be like, Guardiola would be an eyebrow raiser for Guardiola because he won't know what to do because he knows he doesn't know Dalman that well, and that's the problem. Dalman. Someone said to me that at the moment, no one really knows what to expect from Dalman. My worry is when they expect what he's going to do, is he going to be as effective? And I was like, well, no, but he's the sort of player that you've got to catch the guy first because he's that good.
Yeah.
Cedo's put 0-0 or 1-1 on the 90th minute. Max Telman gets subbed on and scores the winner. I'm dreaming. Could you imagine?
Stop it, CJ.
Could you imagine if he comes on and scores the winner?
Oh, mate.
Jesus Christ. He won't be able to go back to school. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Just put players are Odegaard, Darwin, all in one team. Oh, that'd be quite fluid.
I've said this in a thing, and this is why maybe as well, Jasper, he and yourself, Tone. Maybe I'm picking up. Maybe he's thinking to himself, if I'm going to ever play Ezra at left wing, it's because I'm going to put Odegaard in the 10. I'm with you, mate. I mean, could you imagine that? Darwin's the future. Let's put it that way. Darwin is the future.
For me, that's too. What do you call it? That's too letting the handcuffs off for Arteta. For me, that's too. That's no control. There's no defensive stability with playing all three of them in. So no Nketiah, no party, mate. Give us a reason for left back, and last match kind of feel a little rusty, mate. Very good, actually. CR7 very good. Wayne does this predicted 11, and I want everyone in the chat to challenge it. At least just challenge it.
Listen.
Wayne, that's what
this is what it's all about. I love Nketiah. But also I think that if you get Calafiori at the start of the season back, that's the player you want. But I get what you're saying. Listen, Nketiah's been phenomenal, by the way.
He's been great. I think he starts.
He's been phenomenal. Calafiori at the start of the season was unplayable. So again, it is the Carabao Cup, but again, he may go for Nketiah. I think one of them have to finish. One has to start, one has to finish. I wouldn't be fussed with either, Tone.
That's the Kepa situation all over again, isn't it? Wait, it's the Kepa Rare situation over again. You don't mind if it's start. You don't complain. If I see Calafiori on the start, I'll go, all right, fair enough. If I see Nketiah, I'll go, fair enough. That's where we are now as a squad. That's where you want to be. Where whatever lineup you see in there, you go, oh, actually, yeah, fine. That's fine. I'll take that. Yeah. Like if I see Martinelli on the left and not Trossard, I go, okay. Because Martinelli on his day can be a day.
If you got Ezra Martinelli going, I mean, Jazz was put here, Tone. I'll read it out. As much as I like it, that's too flimsy in the team.
Yeah,
all three are flimsy. Yeah, listen, mate.
Why except for not starting? We need us.
You know what, Tony? He's had his debut, didn't he, in the last time. You know what, Jasper as well. I want that kiddie to succeed. Kepa's come in, and he's obviously coming on a short-term deal. I think personally, this is just an opinion. I'll have to just quickly go get myself a tissue, Tone, but I want to leave it with you, and I will be back, guys. I do apologise.
You don't need to cry, mate.
Jasper's right upset me with this. Yeah. I think, and look, please don't call me mental, but I think that we've signed Kepa. We've signed Kepa with the feeling that Setford could be a number one, number two, challenging Raya for number two. I think Setford he's highly rated at Jasper.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for it. I'll be back very shortly, guys. Please, I'll hand it back to Tony. I will be back very, very quickly.
No problem. CJ's put Gabriel to score the winner and rock that ball and the referee blows full time. Now that's proper. Could you imagine? Do you know what? Haaland's an absolute dick, and he's a good footballer, good striker, but he's an absolute cock when we play him, and he's an absolute knobby. I would love for that to happen. Like, literally bangs him in his head, gets the ball and just lobs it at his head as he runs. But could you imagine? And then there'll be like a little squabble at the end, but we know that we've won the cup. It just make you, that's giving me goosebumps thinking about that. CJ, that's brilliant. That'd be brilliant. The Skelly celebration was good, but my idea is, your idea is better. Yeah, sod the celebration, mate. Love the ball at his head. Great stuff. We have forgotten about Skelly. Poor Skelly. We have forgotten about Skelly. And do you know what? I was watching a press conference before the Everton game, and one of the media said to him, "Is Skelly knocking on the door and asking about game time?" And Arteta's response was actually really good. He wasn't bullshitting. He wasn't giving the politician answer. He genuinely said, "Look, Skelly knows that he's not going to get many minutes this season, and he's got to work hard to get into the team." And I was thinking, is that harsh considering how he played last season? Because he was good when he come in, but yeah, you can't knock it, right? Calafiori and Nketiah are holding the fort, and it's about winning trophies. Is Skelly there? Is he at that level to take us to a trophy? Probably not right now. So, but would he in the future? Definitely. I think I agree with the thinking there, Brian Arteta. What he's done is I think this season's grounded Skelly, because I think he got a little bit cocky. Let's be honest. When he was playing, a bit overconfident. Yeah. He was, dwelling on the ball, losing the ball, and I think he's getting a little bit big-headed a little bit. And I think, Joe, what, you got him in on a new contract, maybe a little loan deal next season if we've got Nketiah and Calafiori fully fit. I think maybe a little loan deal, get him out, get
If
some
we're,
minutes in
I
the
mean,
Premier League.
there's some good
Yeah,
sort of like, I mean, a jazz for here. If you want to read this out, Tony, I
go on,
think
mate. Yeah.
I'm going to
Uh,
step on his point, but I want you to read it. So you know,
oh,
I agree with him.
what do we do with Skelly? Calafiori and Nketiah are both young. The only way is he moves into midfield. Yeah, look,
Yeah, I've said, yeah.
why not, Wayne? Why not? Why not? But you don't seem to trust him. Why not let him be Rice's backup?
I've said this as well, and I'm not saying it again just because you know you guys all know this. I've been beating about this. To go back as well to my point, and this is why it's going to come into this point, and why I bring it back. What Jasper was saying is that I've said on this stream, I said at the summer, I said, look, if you've got Eza, you know, could there be a role for an Erdegaard as an 8? Unless we change the way we play, as in 3 in midfield, Erdegaard's too lightweight. So that's why Mikel Arteta puts him further up the pitch to influence the press, get hold of the ball, play into the pockets, etc., etc. You know, he doesn't trust Erdegaard to be another midfielder. You've got another midfielder in here who can turn away from players, who's got a kind of Jack Wilshere vibe about him, if you like, and he's not playing him. And you can't get into form tone if you're not playing. So I think his place in his team has to be in the midfield, and if he doesn't find that, that's where the worry comes. But he has to find his place, I think, in midfield, especially with Nketiah and Calafiori. You don't get above them. In front of them, sorry, is what I mean, guys. In front of getting the squad.
Is a good question for you, Wayne. And my mind's gone blank as well. I was actually just trying to think of that when I had the question come up. I'm probably being thick, but who right now in the world of football is a world class or just class left back? Mine's gone blank. It's got us there, isn't he?
Nketiah. No,
who's that guy at Bayern Munich at left back? He's mustard. I can't remember his name.
Jesus, no, you don't. Yeah, cheers, CJ. You've got me and Tony. Mine's have gone blank. Jesus, you know, one person. If you'd have said to me a right back, I mean, I'd say that defensively, Timber's up there as 1-on-1. Hakimi for PSG. Yeah, I could give you PSG's Hakimi.
Just put Nuno Mendes.
Yes, Nuno Mendes. Yeah, Nuno Mendes. Yeah.
Yeah, PSG. Yeah.
Nuno Mendes. PSG's fullbacks are quite strong. Yeah.
Alphonso Davies. For me,
Alphonso Davies, he's up there. He's Canadian. Yeah, he's up there.
You got DeMarco at Inter Milan. He's pretty good. And that Grimaldo at Bayer Leverkusen actually weren't too bad against us. But
Grimaldo, we got linked with him actually. I mean, we don't need another left back, but we did get
Alphonso Davies, mate, would be my.
Excuse me, sorry guys.
Would be my pick on the left, definitely.
Yeah, listen, but what the argument can say to take bias aside is that you know we've got two pretty good left backs. You know, Theo Hernandez used to be SR. Yeah, I think he's kind of dropped off a bit, but he used to be one of the best left backs in the world a couple of years back. I think he's dropped off massively. He's got left and he's not at AC Milan anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's gone, mate. And forgive me if you do know, but yeah, he was a worldie. Absolute worldie.
Luke Shaw.
Go on, Jasper.
So there's put better question for you lads. Name me a world-class referee of today's era.
Certainly can't. You know one thing, guys, that I'm going to go back to the Pro Evolution Soccer days because he was on the front cover. But one of the best referees in the world was
that bald-headed guy with the crazy eyes. What was his name?
Italian Pierluigi Collina.
Yeah, he was the best referee.
He was one of the best refs. You know, you're going to have in this day and age, mate.
The players were shit scared of him.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my nose, and I do apologise if you have to watch that in your stream. Just do that to your camera, and you won't see it. But I apologise, guys. I'm in my conservatory.
I told you, mate. Put the gear away. I told you.
I'm never on there.
There's no drugs on this show, guys. Anthony Taylor, he's ball control dribbling is pretty good.
He's fantastic, Anthony Taylor.
There was
the referee that Paolo Di Canio pushed over. I mean, that was the greatest dive I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. The other night was hilarious when that linesman just stacked it on the.
That was absolutely brilliant. I'm like, oh yes,
That was
at the
comedy
Emirates
value.
Stadium.
That was comedy
Oh
value.
jeez, I would have loved to
Oh
have been in
yeah,
that ground.
CR7, the Trossard brother lookalike. He's a
Yeah,
good ref, brilliant ref. I'll
absolute
take
brilliant pick out, mate. Absolute brilliant. He is a good one.
CJ, Wayne's
Yeah,
getting
so
ready for
you
tomorrow
started
night
so.
and early for fight.
Nah, I know.
Yeah, I
I
told him,
like
mate.
that. I like that, CJ.
Leave
But
them
I'm
aerial tablets alone, mate.
I've got the IPA. I've got the IPA to get me prepped. I need it. Need it. Maybe that's why I'm so calm, guys, because I've been drinking the IPA. Set me nose off. Who knows? But yeah, I do apologise, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. I don't know what's happened. It's midstream and this happens. It's ridiculous. But I do keep the jokes coming. It's all good.
Cool. Look, we've been on nearly an hour, guys. There's a few of you watching. Please smash the likes up. It does help the channel. Wayne, predictions for tomorrow.
For everyone up there, for anyone, again, firstly, before I do give you the score, guys, been phenomenal tonight. We appreciate the views, we appreciate the comments. There's times on here where we catch you guys, sometimes you don't, but listen, we appreciate your time just to come and have you say, come and have a chat with us. Me and Tony really, really do appreciate it. So this one's for you, all of you in here. We will score first. City will equalise. We'll win the game 2-1.
Oh, you took it out. That's what I was going for. Yeah, 2-1.
But all you Arsenal boys, don't get disappointed. It might go 1-1, but I'm going 2-1. 2-1 the Arsenal.
You reckon City are going to score first? So I reckon
first.
City.
We score.
I've got a massive feeling we're going to play out the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. I don't know if you guys remember that. Aguero went and scored. I was at that game. Aguero went and scored. And then I think it was Monreal equalised with a tap in. And Sanchez scored the winner. I can see a very similar game. So I'm going to go 2-1. But I've got a funny feeling that City are going to score first.
I mean, I hope not. But this, you know why as well, like I say, with Nkapia, and sorry, Tone, I don't want to be...
I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I hope it's a comfortable 3-0.
I want Calafiori. I think Calafiori can... he's a different kind of player to a Nkapia. So I think that Calafiori will pull... He's unpredictable, so that's why I want him to confuse Pep Guardiola. But I want him to come up and snatch the goal. Definitely start us off.
Lovely. CJ, love this comment, mate. Yeah, wicked stream tonight, lads. Sat here laughing to myself like a madman. It's like being at the pub together, but on YouTube, mate. Yeah, at the pub. We're pub
listen, mate. I mean, we're on a thing where we don't mean any kind of offence. I mean, we chill out and we're quite chillaxed here. If we're not alcoholics, we're just sometimes for me.
We are.
I need to chill out.
I'm sitting there hungover and you're drinking beer, mate.
We're alcoholics. We're functioning and we're supporting the Arsenal. But guys, it's all good. This is what it is here. We haven't got kind of a restriction, and we do put it into the thing. Look, it's not necessarily for kids, and we don't promote anything on this channel in regards to the drugs and alcohol. But if you want to have a beer while watching it, come and have a chat with us. Come and put a comment in there. We're chill. It's like we're going to the pub. We're a couple of guys that me and Tony, we went to the Arsenal with the spoons outside the Highbury and Islington zone. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Right. Tony goes to the toilet. Some random Arsenal fan who was on the stuff, was on the gear, come up, started chatting to us, and then Tony's there and he's chatting to me and Tony. What I'm meaning by this is that we are just two fellas that you can just talk to and easy. So come on the channel, bring a beer. If you don't drink, bring whatever drink you want, but we'll have a chat. Treat it like you're at a pub, guys. That's what we are.
Yeah, look, it's casual beer. There's nothing professional about this channel. I can tell you even now.
Listen, we won't go. We can't.
Nothing professional.
We couldn't go on Sky Sports with the beer, but we treat it as is and treat like we're talking to you guys as you would if we was in a pub or wherever we were. But CJ, we appreciate it, matey. As long as it's making our followers happy.
As long as you're enjoying it, mate, that's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it.
As long as you enjoy it, my friend, that's all that matters, exactly.
Just Pende, we win 2-1. It will be that kind of game. Gabriel corner, Haaland, Odegaard, Eza goal. Oh, Eza goal, yeah. Bloody hell. He's on the stuff, isn't he? He's been drinking tonight as well, isn't he?
With his, I would not. If I was him as well, with the kind of job he's got, when you got a chance to unwind, it's something you need. Whatever you keep trying. It's a tough job, but keep going to Jasper. But let's hope so. Look, I think Odegaard could make the bench at Jasper, so he's got some stuff to prove as well. He could be important for the rest of the season if he turns it on. He has to come in and turn it on.
We need him to come back, and I think in terms of controlling games, I think we need him back for that.
Yeah.
CR7's gone 3-2, winning goal by a big Gabby. Bloody hell, mate! You're going to give us all high blood pressure there. 3-2.
Oh, mate.
Jesus
Listen, SR. I'm getting old as it is, mate, and I don't need
I
any
can't
more.
be doing any 3-2s, mate. Jesus. Just Pende, Calafiori is attacking central, left-footed, right centre forward.
Love it. You get that, don't you?
Do you know what, Just Pende? Do you remember last season we had all them injuries? I know Marino went up front eventually against Leicester, but I generally wanted him to put Calafiori up front. I was saying to Wade, just stick him up front. The guy knows where the goal is.
We didn't have this channel, but Tony would have been out. I can genuinely back him up, and he is the Swan, CJ. He is the Swan.
The Swan, mate. Yeah, love it.
That's what they call him. CJ and guys watching.
Next time we go to a game, we'll let you guys know. Come have a beer with us. Be good. Just heard the owners are also coming in. Oh, what for the final? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Well, listen, it's big one.
Not Stan Kroenke, the son. What's his fucking name?
The Swan, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were referencing CJ. The Swan, yeah, that's it, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, the Witherspoon, isn't it? It's cool, isn't it?
I've just caught up with that, CJ.
Oh, wait. Put that beer away, Jesus Christ.
Mate, I've needed it. I've had 6 days straight of earlies, Tone. I need a. That's my excuse for this anyway. I'm sticking with it.
Who's Stan Kroenke's son? What his name?
Josh Kroenke.
There we go. I had Chris in there. I don't know why, but he'll be at the game tomorrow. He's basically taken over things at Arsenal. I think Stan stepped away. So I think Josh sort of is dealing with all the end-to-end stuff. I think he travels in for most of the stuff, and I think, do you know what? I think because he does that, I think that's probably why there's a bit more of a stronger relationship. We got Berta in there now. You got Arteta. I think. You can tell by the way we play in, the way the squad is.
We had since the club moved, and we have to realise it. I mean, because it says it was shown in the Amazon documentary as well, the support he had for Arteta. But Josh coming in and Josh being the face of the Kroenkes, because Stan, it was kind of like silent Stan. You never see him, and there was owners. There's always pictures of owners, and you think, well, where's our owner? And since he's kind of moved Arsenal over to Josh, he's very much sort of hands on. He's at places. He'll come down to once a month or whatever it is. You might see a picture of him at the training ground zone. So it's what we want as a football club, to have an owner or owners, and one of them coming down to just show their face and let's do this, guys, or let's just show the support. It's what you want, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that's why I think we've kind of there's no more you can't protest now because they've spent the money. But under Wenger,
under
Wenger, he's efficient to get us in the top 4. And these guys could focus. We were paying off the stadium, whatever. These guys have done a lot in terms of because they give us the money, Tone, and then we pay them back. So it's like getting a Klarna card. If anyone, and you go, I'll go and you'll buy this back, but play it back. I do like me Klarna, but if you want to buy something, it's like this is what they're doing. But they do that. We have to pay them back as a football club, but that's what they do. They front the money, and they fronted the money, and he's turned up as well when he's needed to. So yeah, Josh, he'd be right. It'd be nice to see him and hand in Mikel with the other. I don't know if it could be. I don't know if he does the FA Cup. He's ambassador of the FA Cup. I need a Prince William. I don't know if they'll do it for the Carabao.
He should be there tomorrow, right? No?
Yeah. If he is, it'd be what I'm getting at is in Josh. You'll see the picture of the squad being handed the trophy. That's the dream.
That'd be a dream tomorrow. Watching them lift that trophy, it'd be a star.
We just need it. We've been starved of it. The last trophy was behind closed doors in the crazy COVID era. We need it now. Football's properly back. We need that as a football club. We've been bantered for way too long now, guys. Way too long. And I apologise again for that. Excuse me.
That's all good. It's all good. So there's for FA Cup win. I was outside the Swan with my old man and brothers. One of the happiest days of my life. Yeah, Joe, what that was. Joe, I remember
our Tone. That was so stressful, though, dude, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. Joe, what's funny? Bammy, I remember him dropping. He dropped the FA Cup, didn't he? For a minute when he dropped it.
Oh, 2020.
Yeah, you don't even see that, do you? Oh no, he's
That
referring
was
to
one
the one
that
before
one
that.
there. You think that was? I mean, that's what there's a compilation. I mean, obviously, what CJ was saying was 2014. The
That
last one
was
we
Chelsea,
listed
wasn't it? Yeah,
was that, and it just says it all because there's a compilation of where we played.
yeah. Sarah, good night, mate.
Um,
Join the watch along tomorrow, please.
yeah, no, listen, mate. It's yeah, Owen India. Thanks, mate. Listen, we appreciate that.
Absolute legend, absolute legend. Enjoy
Thank
your
you
nap,
very
mate.
much,
Enjoy your
mate. Come on,
sleep.
you Gunners. Have a good rest, my friend. Thanks for joining the channel.
Yeah, I think yes. We'll start shutting down, guys.
Yeah.
Just Bennett, I have called in sick leave to watch us win, so we better win. Well,
Jasper,
your secret safe with us, mate. Secret safe with
you won't
us.
leave it. Won't that secret won't leave this channel, mate. We got to
You
win.
ain't, you ain't told anyone about this channel, have you, mate? Because you could be
Yeah, you haven't
incriminating
told any of
yourself.
your work colleagues, have you? He's genuinely ill. I've seen it,
He's ill.
guys. If you
We've
are
seen him.
watching, he is ill, the poor bugger. All right, Jasper is really ill. So you rest up, all right, mate. Okay, all the best.
Oh, you get better soon, mate. That's what, looking around the Big Six is a good time to be an Arsenal fan. We deserve it from the watching COVID Arsenal and Mustafi at centre back. We do, mate.
Yeah, I was just getting that before SR was saying
I'd go
goodbye.
as far back as the Bue. Watching
That
Manuel
was
Bue
yeah.
at
I
right back
mean,
was
some of
painful.
some of the stuff though, and yeah, you watch how these how these players were falling over the ball or misplacing passes. There's in COVID, there's a bloke, there's a video going around basically, Tone. And there's a bloke who's at the Emirates. He's instead of having a mask here, he's got the mask there. I'm doing a Jokeres then, sorry, but he's got the mask over his eyes because it's so boring.
Yeah,
And that FA Cup when he's dropped that, and you just think to yourself, it was a fun for what Arteta did in terms of turning that team into a side that could just win that. He played three at the back, if you remember. He deserves credit, but you think, for God's sake, like seriously, you're literally dropped a lid. You just thought, So let's lift the trophy without dropping a lid, is what I'm trying to get at.
I don't care if we
Fucking
drop it.
embarrassing.
To get that trophy, I don't give a shit
Yeah.
if we drop it.
Drop it on Pep's head as he's going up to collect his runner-up medal.
Just put it on his bald head.
Yeah.
Just sit on his bald head. CJ's put, wish tomorrow was an earlier kickoff. I'll spend the whole day at 4:30 doing my brains in. Yeah, what?
I know, mate. I know.
What I would say, mate, is there's some good Prem games on tomorrow. Occupy yourself. You've got the Tottenham
Occupy
Forest
yourself
game.
with football.
That could be quite tasty. I might have a little watch of that and see what's going on there.
You know what I used to hate? I used to be excited for FA Cup final day, but it's that build-up, and then you'd turn it on at like 11, 12 o'clock, and you'd have the point of view from your side, the point of view from the opposition. I used to love it. But yeah, with these kind of builds up now, I don't really do it anymore. But that was old school for me, like getting excited.
Yeah.
But being a family man, I'm kind of have to run it down to the wire sort of thing. So I can't really sit there watching 3 hours of football. Yeah, but yeah, you have to occupy yourself somehow, my friend. So yeah, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one.
Very good question here from Jas Pende. And if you don't mind, I'll probably put my point on it first. What do you think,
mate? This is what it's all about. You go and do it straight off.
What do you think of Miko Obi, right? Knob, one word. I'm putting one word with the knob, right? And Joe, what? He's actually embarrassing. And I'll tell you for this, right? He done the very thing that he's moaning about Arsenal doing as a sub for Chelsea. He would come on to close games out, and that would mean roughing players up, slowing the game down where possible. All the dark arts you can think of, that twat done it, right? He done it for Chelsea, and they got all the praise in the world because they closed games out. They were professional performances, whatever you want to call it. And he made a living off doing that, right? So what the hell is he going on about? I was listening to it and I'm like, mate, and I hope that TalkSport, if they've got a brain on their head, they're not inviting that guy back again, because
when did he do that again? Was it you talking about?
He said that we're cheap. It's Arsenal cheats. They shouldn't be winning the league.
But this is sorry, Jack.
As
long as he's not, he's more likely in hiding at the moment because Chelsea's been proven to be cheats, but they've had a slap on the wrist and a £10 million fine that they could pay off tomorrow.
Well, the transfer ban as well, Wayne.
They've got a transfer ban, but they've been proven to be cheats. Yet this geezer, a couple of days prior to that coming out, was calling us out for being cheats. So yeah, he's come back on
it. Now and then, I honestly believe everyone hates Arsenal because for years and years they've ripped us. Now we're heading towards success. They can't handle the idea of giving it back to a lot of them. Yeah.
Listen, mate. I've got this exact thing, CJ, at work, And the guy, he doesn't. They want Arsenal to be battered by Man City tomorrow, and the only reason they want it to be Arsenal to be battered is because they know that this now, if we're not going to be that banter era is over. No, no fan in the world of football wants that anymore, because if they've got Arsenal fans at work, Arsenal fans, Arsenal in general, we were banter. AFTV started the banter. They've put a wrong impression of Arsenal fans to a lot of people, and they think it's ridiculous. We don't always share it. We're not here to bash them. I'm just saying. They started that banter era.
So yeah, again, very good point. Yeah, it's like saying a bully of 20 years, mate. We're ready to whoop you a lot now. Yeah, we're ready to. We're
But that's it,
back.
exactly. Like the bully, you stand up to your bully. We stand up to it. Yeah, exactly, mate.
Benno's put, guys, we cannot lose tomorrow. After this international break, we'll be trolled and fest if we lose. Our mates.
I will be trolled on Monday morning, my friend, and I can't be. I can't. I just can't.
There's 6 people watching. There's been a few watching tonight. They want to tune after, and I'm going to ask you all to do this. If we win the cup tomorrow, we win the Premier League this season. I want you to all be the most annoying gits. Every single one will just be as annoying.
I'm staying humble, like a Jazz said. I'm staying humble.
Until we've done it, Wayne. I'm going to be the most irritating supporter you'll ever meet, because all the crap we've had to take over the years.
I've had it since as I say, with COVID, it was a different kind of time, and everyone was like, what's going on? It's a strange one at work as well as your own personal lives. But for 4 or 5 years, I would say ever since we kind of had the cheek to challenge for a title, when I don't think we were prepared, when we brought in Jesus and Zinchenko, and you all know, and then we dropped off. We had Rob Holding in the defence when Saliba got injured. There's other thing that the squad weren't strong enough. Of course, it wasn't, but we've been there 3 or 4 years now for me. And yeah, I I need this, boys and girls. If you're watching, I need it.
We need it. We need it.
We all need it to be. It's not just me, guys. It's not being selfish, and we all need it.
We all need it. We all need it.
All supporters of Arsenal need it. Is what I'm saying.
But if we win, I'm going to ask Real Madrid fans if their club is 1% of Arsenal. I know 2020 was the last trophy, but honestly, it feels like 2017 for me. Yeah, it feels like a long time. It feels.
No, it is, mate. I mean, a lot of that, it was quite a surreal time. It's good to
9 years
to lift the trophy, but I mean, in terms of a proper one, because it was a strange. Football without crowds was the strangest thing you'll ever see, and you more than likely won't see it again. 2017 you could class it as the last kind of proper. In there, and let's hope with the atmosphere. Let's out-sing them. Anyone in that stadium going, out-sing them. Let's out-fight them on the pitch. Let's bring the trophy home and put a marker down for the international break, and just give us Arsenal fans a break as well, to give us something, because we need it. It's the start of something, guys. I still believe, whatever happens, Tone, and everyone watching, that we are still on the cusp of greatness, but this could just be that start. This could be that little that stepping stone to greatness. Put it on the plate tomorrow, guys. Take it home.
Yeah, that leaves me with the closing point. Say that watch along tomorrow, guys. Come and join us. It's going to be it's going to be a very, very stressful Sunday late afternoon. But come and join us. That's it from us, guys. Thank you for joining. The comments have been absolutely tremendous tonight.
Been phenomenal, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
And again, 835 subscribers is absolutely amazing. We never thought we'd get anywhere near that. But yeah, if you're new around it, hit the subscribe button, smash that like button. It does help the channel out. And we'll see you tomorrow for a very stressful final.
Thank you, guys. All the best. See you tomorrow.